video because there's a lot of things that we need to discuss, but this is one of them that God put on my heart to share with you guys. So there was just what's that, a full moon last night. So the witches and warlocks was out doing all their evil diabolical ish, and I have a goodie bag of all the little things put around where I stay. Okay, so that they could do. I mean, they had a big ass juju bag or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, that was over by where I stay. So, anyways, we'll do that unboxing or unbagging later. But right now, I wanted to come and talk about these divine unions that have been happening, and one of the, how do you say, I guess some people call it downloads or things that God put on my heart to share with everybody else that is a divine union partner that has not met their partner, or they have met them and they don't realize how much witchcraft and opposition and sabotage is going on in the background for these unions not to happen. But the devil, God wanted me to share with everybody that is a part of these divine unions is that when you are in spiritual warfare and you are actually, you know, basically fighting for your own self, your own children, and things like that, you are also being equipped to fight for your divine union as well, and to fight for your partner. Okay? So, what I mean by this is that all of the sabotage, all of the spell work, all of the things that are being done in the background to keep these divine unions and partnerships from happening, while each of the partners, each of the, you know, other halves are literally, fighting their own individual battles, that is also the time that they are supposed to be putting in as well, everything that they're supposed to, as a divine partner would if they were already inside of that relationship. And what I mean by that is a kind of spiritual covering, a spiritual protection, spiritually going up to war for the actual union. So what I'm saying is that you have to be praying for your divine partner. You have to be covering them, energetically clearing them, from all of what is being thrown at them. As you do this for yourself as well, right? So you're doing it for yourself already, but you're also doing it for the other individual. And those are spiritual warfares and tactics and things that you are actually beginning to understand and overstand, that will be part of what you're doing while you're actually, and it will carry into your relationship, into your marriage, right? They always say a family that prays together stays together, okay? So these are things that you're doing on your own for the, basically fighting for the union to even happen. But then once you're inside of that union, you also still, are required to do those things that would actually, you know, safeguard and protect those sabotages and spell work and all the, whatever these weirdos is doing in the background. Okay? Now, I already said a long time ago that if you fall for the karmic, then you wasn't ready for your divine counterpart either in the first place, right? So, in this video, I just wanted to share that during this time that you are not with your divine counterpart and before your divine union, the the intense warfare, spiritual warfare that has come up with both parties on either side of the union, it is up to them to become prepared spiritually to fight not only for themselves but for their partner, and that is going to ready them to be in a union and be able to spiritually cover and protect their divine counterpart once they are in the union. Okay? All right. So hopefully you guys understand and understand what I'm talking about. You're being prepared, preparedness, teaching, taught, schooled, lessons, warfare, so that once you are inside of that union, you know how to keep it protected. You know how to keep it safeguarded. Okay? So while you're waiting for your Boaz, okay, and not any of his, as that Asian dude said in this one video I've seen, not any of his cousins, lazy ass, beat your ass, you know, uh, stanky ass, any other, all the other asses, you know, waiting on your Boaz. You know, you can be doing these things to spiritually not only fortify, safeguard, and protect union to happen, but then also use it to be what you're gonna, um, you know, take into the relationship and continually do to keep it, you know, together basically. Because you know these chicken head hoes and weirdos, head hoes and weirdos, chicken head hoes and weirdos, you know, and these diabolical witches and warlocks, they are, you know, how do you say, up to no good and doing their part of whatever their assignments were. So we're going to cancel all their assignments with regards to my divine purpose, my divine union, me living in my highest timeline, me living in my north node, and as my highest self. Okay? And I do the same as well for my divine partner. Okay? Until they come in and after they come in, and all of that jazz. Okay? And for all of the high vibrational light workers, chosen ones, star seeds, indigos, and whatever else I left out that are on the high vibrational spectrum, okay, that theirs are protected too, okay, because we covering for all of them. Now he done left. Okay.